What is up, guys? Basic Battles here today, and wrestling video, because I am just absolutely distraught from what I just watched, honestly. Wrestlemania Night 1 was not good, in my opinion. Not good. And, I'm usually one of the ones, I like to enjoy wrestling. It's not something I like to be overly critical of. I like it just as a cool, relaxing, easy, just something nice to put on. It's just a nice little hobby to have. But honestly, it's just been on such a downward spiral as of, recently. And it was over exemplified in the most recent event. WrestleMania Night 1 was rushed. It was somehow bloated. It was somehow confusing. It was just a complete mess, honestly. Where do I start? I guess we'll start from the start. IShowSpeed and The Vision versus the Usos and LA Knight. Very quick match. Very nothing match. Interesting closing segment that they did there with the Speed, or Logan turning on Speed and Knight and the Usos coming to help, and Speed did a nice spot off of the buckle. It was a good moment for him. It was nice to see. And it was nice to see Logan get a taste of his own medicine after he does, because he's the one that does all the splashes. But it was a good moment in a mid-match. Not much else to say. It was like a 7-minute, 6-man tag. And this is a common theme for a lot of the show. They give these mania, they give these mania events, these SummerSlam events, probably soon SummerSlam and Survivor Series and Royal Rumble too. They're probably gonna give all the big four these 2-night events, but they are somehow not getting the time. The superstars aren't getting the time to show what they can do, to show that they earned their WrestleMania spots. It's crazy to me. So crazy to me that there's 2 nights of WrestleMania and 2 matches went 15 minutes and over. 2 matches on this card went over 15 minutes. That is disgraceful. That is title matches. That is month-long feuds that have been going on that didn't even get 15 minutes. That is nuts. Nuts. And guess what? The only 2 actually good matches on the card were both the ones that were given 15 minutes. Now, the next one on the card was Drew versus Jacob, which it was fine, but it just didn't hit a second gear. It's so surprising to me that this match on paper, Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu on paper, really good match. It should be spectacular. And unsanctioned, let them kill each other. No, just a table spot here, hit him with a wrench to the knee. Hit your finisher. Drew does his tweet thing. Haha. Jacob puts him through a table with the moonsaw. Over and done. Nothing match, honestly. It was fine. It was fun for a bit. But at this point, everyone's saying, okay, they put the first out for WrestleMania and they had to rush the matches. That's all it was. It's fine. We can have throwaways, it is what it is. It's disappointing, but it's expected. But then the next match is the women's tag match. And I said that the only 2 good ones went over 15, but honestly, this match was pretty good. Maybe it's because the expectations for it were kind of low. I mean, not really, though. I had kind of because everyone remembers the 4-way tag matches from 39 that were really, really, really good, and then they just decide not to do those at all. We got Viking Raiders versus New Day, 6-minute match. 6-minute nothing match, but we didn't get the TLC tag. I mean, their decision-making sometimes is just baffling. But they made the right decision putting this on the card. It was pretty good. Paige returned. That was a great moment. She won. Not that they would have been my preferred winners, but honestly, it was a good moment, and I'm happy that she's back. She looked really, really good. Definitely the MVP of the match. Honestly, I don't know if the Bellas or Paige and Brie would have been my third, or would have been my second choice anyways. I would have rather Lash and Nia retain, or Bailey and Lyra win, honestly. That would have been fine with me, but hey, I'm not the booker, honestly. It didn't really matter. Whoever won, it was a good choice, honestly. I was fine with whatever. They're all doing good work. But yeah, honestly, good match. So 3 matches, but I'm still sticking to my narrative. It was fine. It was a fine match. Next, AJ versus Becky Lynch. Now, in my opinion, these two actually had a great match. Good to great match at Elimination Chamber in Chicago. I actually really, really enjoyed it. AJ got a title win, a great moment. I was hoping that Becky would win this match. You know, her losing 4 times to AJ would have been a little egregious. And I thought the finish of this match was really solid. Her pulling and then third Becky was really smart heel shenanigans. You know, Becky should be a smart heel at this point. I mean, so good work by her. But the match, like I said, didn't have the time to hit its second gear. It had some nice moments, like the beginning with AJ on the ropes. That was really funny. Her entrance was nice. Both their entrances were pretty good. But yeah, nothing too memorable with this except for the Jessica Carr stuff and the finish. So not too bad, fine. You just see that all the matches, they blend together. They're so forgettable. So forgettable. Next match, Gunther versus Seth Rollins, the best match on the card. Give good wrestlers time and they'll cook. It's so simple. Sometimes wrestling can be so simple. Yes, the story isn't really there. And actually, I like the Braun Breaker run-in. Because, you know, it makes sense. Why make Seth, you know, if you want Braun Breaker to become the next face of the company, you have to make him, like, destroy Seth Rollins. You have to make him beat Seth Rollins clean. So if Gunther and Braun Breaker are eventually supposed to be on the same level, you know? Supposed to push the company, they're supposed to be the stars of the next, you know, few years, next half decade or so. So if you have Gunther just beat Seth Rollins clean, it kind of takes away from Braun Breaker, you know. So yeah, have Braun Breaker call Seth, that sets up the story. It's fine. That works. That works for me. The match was good. I thought this was good. Probably a very unpopular opinion, but the match was great despite any nuances or interference that bogged it down, in my opinion. Nothing really else to say. The match actually had time to work through it, hit the spots that they needed to hit. It was great. Also, Seth Rollins was awesome. Then how did he get the contacts out so quickly? But yeah, great stuff. Seth and Gunther are 2 of the best wrestlers in the company, in the world, of all time. Yada yada. Next match, which was the co-main event and the easily most disappointing match of the night. Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Vacar. Wow, that was... I'm pretty sure they got less than 7 minutes. They just hit... Stephanie hit her finisher, or hit Liv's finisher on her. Cal and Roxanne showed up. Beat each other up for a bit, and then it just ended. Then literally. It was Steph hit the Oblivion, kick out. Here come the Judgment Day, distraction, Oblivion, kick out. Outside, Steph takes him out, Liv takes advantage. Oblivion, that's it. Wipe your hands, you're done. Congrats, Liv Morgan. Lame. Lame, 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 lame. You have given Liv Morgan so many opportunities to show that she is one of the best wrestlers in the whole company. On Raw, on her, you know, on Raw. Exactly. You did it on Raw. And you can't even give her the opportunity on WrestleMania. And Stephanie Vacar, who has not gotten any opportunity in this whole title reign. She's had ultra elongated feud with Judgment Day, and then that's just how you end it. It's so lame. So lame. It was so rushed. Both their entrances were fine. I don't know how I feel about Liv's new theme song. Good for her branching out, I guess. That's what she wants to do, but the match just was like so short and so meaningless and just boring. And honestly, I just don't see anything else what they're going to do with her. They're just going to throw her back into the Stephanie feud. They were like the only ones putting in like real work during this WrestleMania build. That's the worst part. Some of the WrestleMania builds with that are bad, they actually deliver with great matches. But this is just not the case at all. All the matches are forgettable. It's like mid build up to a B pay-per-view and then non-finishes. It's like classic WWE during the mid-year, but this is a WrestleMania. It's a different time. There's different expectations, and they're not being met at all. So yeah, bad stuff. Easily the most disappointing match of the night.